Howdy y'all. Just got done resetting the heights on both of the Greensmasters. Left tool is about to reel mow his lawn. It's looking pretty good. We've sand leveled it, and I think that video is already up. I'm so behind on videos, and I can't figure out what order I'm going in with these things, and so if it's out there, then you know about it already. Whatever. But I did want to show you real quick at the beginning of this video. I'm about to take mine, and I'm going to reset the height in the backyard. The places, which you'll see this in a second, but the places where the miniature golf holes were just a week ago look way better than the rest of the yard. Same thing that happened last year, and I wanted to scalp it all. I did scalp the front yard. I wanted to scalp everything. I just didn't have time. So now, tonight, I'm going to go over there and I'm going to scalp the backyard and Sweet Oak Hollow, a height of cut reset, whatever you want to call it, and get back to where it's supposed to be. But anyway, we got sent a couple of items here I wanted to show you guys. This one's for Left Tool. I'm going to show you mine. So it's a massive power strip. I think it's 10 outlets. It's got a couple of spots for even just like your cell phone cord and a spot to hold your cell phone. I think ideally it'd be sitting up on a wall like that, and then you can fold these lights down, which is pretty neat. The LED lights can shine on whatever it is that you're working on. I think that I might mount mine up here, maybe just put some vertical strips going this way and mount it there so that I can change the lights, because when I was working on my Greensmaster doing the overhaul all winter long, it was dark in here and I wanted a work light, and so these two LEDs would have come in super handy, but I did not have it. So anyway, thanks to Zesen. I'll put a Amazon link in the description, so if you guys want to check these out. Left Tool, I guess I can show you his. I think I already opened it up. Left Tools is just a power strip, no LEDs, but they're more spaced out. And so, you know, if you got a workstation or something in your garage, pretty cool to be able to mount that up on the wall and be able to plug in whatever your heart desires. Booyah! Yeah, look at those babies. I mount that right up there somewhere, something like this. Then I can still reach around it like it'll work. I don't know. I really haven't decided, because I guess I could mount it over here. Ideally, I would have my workstation right next to a wall, because if I can mount it on a wall, then I can change the direction of these things and point them down a little bit more or whatever. But if I want them to be here for my workstation, then they kind of need to be, I guess, mounted on something like this. But then I can't really work from this direction. So I don't know. I'll figure this out. But this, I just think it's pretty cool, because my garage gets kind of dark, so these lights will definitely come in handy. But anyway, it is time to get to some mowing. So let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Howdy folks. Well, miniature golf day is over, but you can see the aftermath. What I'm gonna do today is scalp it all down and reset. I say all down. I don't think I'm gonna do the backyard. Still got some stuff to clean up back here, but I don't think I'm gonna do the backyard. I just don't think I have time, honestly. But we're gonna let that recover on its own, and we'll see how much different the actual golf holes look from the normal grass that I don't scalp, so we can actually compare. So that might be kind of neat, I don't know. But I'm gonna scalp all of this. The whole front yard is getting scalped down to look like that, and we will recover it back to its former glory, because this is Bermuda grass. And speaking of Bermuda grass, the Bermuda Lawn Dominators. They sent me this shirt. It's pretty neat. Bermuda Lawn Dominators is a Facebook group. Go check out the Facebook group. I will also link my new Facebook group, the Toro Fanatics. If you're a person who has a Toro, or who likes Toro, or who's thinking about getting a Toro, go join the Toro Fanatics. You can ask questions, talk about mods to your mowers, talk about what you like, what you don't like, new equipment, ask questions. Just talk to like-minded people. Anyway, links in the description. Go check it out. I better get to scalping, because I'm kind of racing the rain. So right, Tool, why are you doing this? Your lawn looks amazing. Look at that spot right there. Yes, for the most part, it is amazing. But I do have a few spots that I would really like to fine tune. So let me show you this. So this right here is just an example of one area where the grass has died. So see this brown kind of showing through? That's dead grass. And basically to get rid of that with Bermuda grass, you either have to let it degenerate, so I could use some liquid dethatcher or something and wait. But since I have a miniature golf course cut on my yard and there's a bunch of ugly brown spots anyway, I just wanted to try this out. I'm kind of experimenting here. I'm gonna take it down. Some people call it a height of cut reset. If you wanted to go, so say if I wanted to go from 1/2 inch of cut, even if my grass was perfect, if I wanted to go down to 0.4 inches instead of 0.5, I would need to take it down to 0.25, maybe 0.3, and then raise my height back up to 0.4, so that the brown, the dead material, gets cut down lower and the green can pop up over that. You hear me? That way the top of your grass is all green and everything looks nice and uniform instead of this brown stuff kind of showing through. Something else I'm trying to do is get rid of some of this common Bermuda. I've got a handful of places in my front yard where there's common Bermuda growing in and I want to get rid of it. I did a little bit of pulling on this spot where I just happened to have cut this miniature golf hole, and the runners from the common Bermuda were really easy to pull up once it was really short and it's basically dead. So I'll be out here pulling some of those things out. I probably should go over with the power rake and really pull up some of those runners, and maybe I still will. I don't know if I'm going to show that or if I'm going to do that or whatever, but part of the reason I'm also doing this really low scalp is to try to get rid of some of the common Bermuda. I think that the hybrid will be a little bit better at outcompeting it when I cut it down really low like this. At least that's what I'm hoping. I've got my fingers crossed, so you get to see the results of that too. Check that out. Now we can come pick all this junk up. At least most of it. Look at that. Dang. All right, got the Toro Super Recycler here to pick up some of these stolons, but you gotta check this out. So there's a secret low setting on the Super Recycler. Go all the way down to A, but then you can pull it down and go a little bit past that. Past the last notch, but then there's even a secreter lower setting because you can go past that all the way down, take these little thingies to the deck. Heck yeah. Back wheels past the last notch. I have no clue how low that gets us, but I guarantee it's not lower than 1/4 of an inch where my lawn is right now. We just got some rain. Check that out. Like 3/4 of an inch right there. So right now I'm about to throw down some, what is it, 1648 I think? Yeah, 1648. So in my little bit less than 5,000 square foot section here, this gallon ends up being a little less than 1/2 pound of nitrogen per 1,000 square feet. So I get to do the whole jug and throw it down. I think what I'm gonna do is, today's supposed to be dry. So I'm throwing this down this morning, but today, after it just rained like an hour ago. So anyway, throwing this down now, supposed to stay dry today, and then the next 2 days, so not today, but the next day and the next day it's supposed to rain. Again, forecasts, who knows what's actually gonna happen, but it's supposed to rain, so that'll end up being perfect. And when we get rain, it like pours, and they're forecasting thunderstorms. So putting out granular fertilizer when there's no grass to hold it in place, I'm afraid it'll just get like washed up into piles. So liquid's gonna be a win for having my lawn this short. So anyway, I'm gonna throw this down real quick before work. While we're waiting on that to fill, I am wearing a shirt that I bought like 5 years ago at a thrift store because I don't have my new merch in the mail yet. Merch, it's on its way, and I'm excited about it. I'll put the link down there so you can go check out the Teespring store. Bunch of cool stuff, all the different states, a bunch of different grass print stuff, all grass lovers merch. Go check it out. And this right here is gains, lawn gains. You don't want to be losing any gains. I think I started this thought a second ago, but I'm going to put down this, so almost half a pound of nitrogen in this almost about 5,000 square feet now, and then we get rain this week, fingers crossed, and then a week from now I'll put down another half a pound, depending on how I feel, or depending on how the grass recovers. Might wait longer than that. I'm just going to play it by ear, but that's kind of what I've got in my head right now, instead of putting down like a whole pound of nitrogen in granular and it washing out in certain places. That's what I started to say anyway. Let's spray some stuff. Okay, just finished spraying, but I wanted to show you guys something that I thought was pretty neat. So when you're growing grass, you want to make sure that you have like 6 inches or a foot of perfect soil with no rocks, or else it won't be able to have roots and it will die. Utility box right here. You have to make sure to trim around this so it looks nice and beautiful, right? Otherwise the bermuda will grow over it just a little bit. That's another utility box right there. And that's why they call it alpha grass. Plain and simple right now is I do not have time to be doing this, but when you gotta throw down, you gotta throw down. And I really don't have time to be doing this right now. Okay, just to show you what I've got here. This is a 15015. I'm gonna put down, oh man, I think it's been 10 days. Again, I don't have time for this. I just need to throw this down to look up how long it's been since my last. But I did the liquid fertilizer on the front after I scalped it. You saw that. I'm gonna do it again. So this is 15015. I'm gonna throw it down here on the front, and it's already getting pretty green. You'll see this in a second. I'll show from a different angle. But anyway, I'm just super scattered right now. I don't have time. I don't have time. Even though I don't have time, we cannot afford to lose those gains. Remember that. Who's over here rolling up onto my house?
Is Carol here?
Hey, Carol!
Are you hey, what's up?
So good old Budget Lawns right here is out here to help us reveal the results from this project. So what do you think?
I tell you what, I would never put a mini golf course on my lawn. No, I'm kidding. You know, I'm sure everybody lost their freaking minds during that video again this year. The beauty of Bermuda, you cannot tear this stuff apart. Just have fun with it, right?
That's what people say is, oh, you know, that might kill the grass or whatever. You have to realize that people try really, really hard to kill Bermuda grass, and they fail.
That's why you hear a lot of whiners online talking about Bermuda in their lawn.
Yeah, they don't want it. If they don't want it, it's like it's the biggest nuisance ever because they can't kill it. We've got it. So that's one of the biggest benefits of having Bermuda grass. So anyway, just wanted to show you the results, and then we're gonna get Travis out here on a couple of these lawn mowers just to let him ride around some. What the?
All right, you guys mind if I play through?
It's Carol!
Oh, he's this is, I don't know if we should.
Oh! By the way, my tree died. It cracked right down there and just slowly, over time, turned brown and withered away. So I need to replace that. Do you guys have any ideas? Should I replace it with something other than a maple tree? I've thought of lots of other cool like flowering trees, but then I thought about them dropping stuff on the yard. Definitely don't want that. I'm right now leaning toward another small to mid-sized maple tree. But hey, if you've got another suggestion, let me know. I'll look some stuff up. Comment.